retirement and pre-retirement, and how he got into the mode of retirement through the things he was doing before retirement. I think you're going to find this very interesting. So please stay tuned, and if you like this, please subscribe. So, did you have to figure out the ways to have a fulfilling life, or was it a plan that you already had before you went to retirement?
Yeah, I always knew for years that was what I would do, you know? Got to where I thought of my regular employment as getting in the way with the stuff that I wanted to be doing. So it was like once I retired, the impediment was removed, and that's really enjoyable.
Right. I
So
understand.
it's a big transition from being in a 5 day
Sure.
a week world to be in a 7 day a week world where you have control over everything. So you'll hear the experts talk about having core pursuits for your retirement. And I was very fortunate. I already have those, primarily writing fiction and playing the guitar. So that was fortunate a lot. But another part of that, talking about work. A long time ago, I read a book by Dale Carnegie called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And one of the essays in there, it's about not cutting your line of supply. In other words, if you go out to do something like retire or try to be an actor, that you don't want an entirely cut yourself off from regular work because things go south, that you can go back to doing something regular. And I read that gave me the idea keeping some kind of a regular work it would keep me from having a total gap in my resume. If the day comes where I need to go back to some kind of normal job, God forbid, right? And it's just a part-time gig, but I'll be able to show that I was continually employed doing something sure. For me, I work twice a week at the fitness studio. Yeah, my neighborhood. I also work out, which means I can work out for free, which is killer. But, it gives me a little bit of structure to my week. I have to be there a couple times a week. So it gives me a starting point where I can kind of build everything. If I wasn't doing it, I'm an introvert. So if I wasn't getting out and working, I might spend all day, every day in the basement staring at my navel. That would not be good.
Ah, please. I know you, and I don't think you'd be staring at your navel long.
I find this was a surprise. It's, that feeling of when you're working the 9 to 5, and it's Friday night and you're like, hey, I don't have to work tomorrow. Or you get up on Saturday and you're like, hey, I don't have to work today. I still get to have that feeling because get up 5 days a week, not 2 days a week. I get up and I can still think, hey, I don't have to work today. And that's actually kind of pleasant, liberating. I think it's going to work out. My wife loves her work. She's excellent. She's an independent public relations consultant. And over the last several years, she has gradually reduced her client load so that now she just has 2 regular clients. She'll take on a project here and there if she wants to. So she's kind of doing the same thing I'm doing, only she's better at it, I think. She's brilliant. She has the structure, right? Fulfillment of having something regular to do. But, now she's got time to pursue some of her own pursuits, right? What a terrible sentence. But, just gives her more freedom, right? She can set around the schedule and work when she needs to.
Thanks, Craig, for talking to us today. I know we'll continue the conversation in part 2. And so I would ask everyone to subscribe, and that way you can see the next installment of our conversation about retirement. I'm going to have some other retirees also talking about their experiences, both good and bad. So I think you'll find some of this interesting, and I hope to see you back here. Thanks.